thing was that if you're going to take messages out to the public, those messages must be accurate, they must contain information that is helpful, and they must contain information that is going to impact positively on people.
COVID-19 emerged from the Chinese city of Wuhan. The virus appears to be spreading faster than ever all around the world. In the worst affected country, Brazil, France, Spain and Italy are recording rising daily totals.
That effective Friday, 27th March 2020, there will be a daily curfew from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning.
Mimi ni hustler. Nenda nafua ndo nikule. So moja vile ilitokea ikabidi nikae kwa milango juu sina otherwise.
Katika hii area ya Mombasa ambayo ni Old Town peke yake, baada ya kufungwa, sisi tuliona kama serikali imeweza kutudhulumu.
Then when it became obvious that COVID was in the country, they began relating it with old people. So now youth, who are quite a big number, didn't heed to any precautions. So that was a big challenge. People could not adhere to social distance, people could not stay at home, people could not wash hands, because then again, as you know, we have challenges with water's availability in major cities in this country. There is much told people to wash their hands with running water and soap. Those facilities are not available.
I know there are those who are saying that we should depend on science, not prayers. But I want to assure you that even science needs God.
The calling to the Kenyan people to speak and to cry to their God, because Kenya, over 80% of the Kenyan people are religious people. So we can say Kenya is a religious country. And when we are faced with the calamity of that magnitude of COVID, we have no choice as a people but to cry to our God. Number two was actually to call the country to conscience, so that at least people can be aware and alert that we are living in COVID times.
Without this cooperation of religious leaders to back the government's pronouncement, then we would have had a revolution between religion and government. But that did not happen. And so the collaboration helped a lot, because then we were able, through the church leadership, to manage to control crowding, and especially in place of worship.
And the NCA project came to support communication, so it is supported in publicizing the initiative.
And this funding which Norwegian Church Aid was releasing was for country offices which could immediately implement measures to mitigate and respond to the COVID-19. So I reached out to the Africa Council of Religious Leaders, ACRL, and then we had a discussion, and also we shared ideas with ACRL as well as IRCK on how they could use the trust that the religious leaders have as well as their social status just to debunk some of the myths which were surrounding COVID-19.
We did messages of hope and messages of reassurance to tell people on the guidelines from the Ministry of Health. They should wear masks, to wash hands, social distancing. So we did a lot of messages around that.
Kwa sababu kwanza mtu alikuwa anavaa mask kwa sababu anaogopa polisi. Atavaa mask aiweke chini kama hivi nilivyoiweka mimi, ama aishikilie mkononi, lakini haivai ile mask kwa kujikinga. Lakini kwa hivi sasa mnakuta mambo ni tofauti. Mtu anajua ile mask ni ya kufanya nini? Ni ya kumkinga, si mambo ya polisi.
times like these, we must remember the important role played by family as the foundation upon which the society is based and ordained by God, and resist any temptation to stigmatize those who have been affected.
Jali, as I said, was brought about by the religious leadership, especially at the Interreligious Council. We together thought it wise that we Jali, Jali is a Swahili word which means care. So the Jali, we wanted to say we also care as religious leaders.
Upande wangu naweza nikasema imenisaidia juu sikuwa natarajia na sikujua naweza nikapata msaada kutoka kwao. Juu ni kitu ilikuja tu na nikachukuliwa na sikujua naweza nikapatikana kuwa mmoja wao wenye wanaweza wakapata hiyo nini msaada yao. Ile nilipata nilishukuru.
Hata hiyo wakati yenye ambayo tulikuwa tuna receive support zenyu za fund, dish, ni part kubwa sana ilikuwa imetuchezea kama hiyo Jali, kwa sababu some of wale watu walikuwa nazireceive walikuwa naipokea kwa sababu ni organization at least imejionyesha ikakuja karibu na ule mtu mwenye ambaye anahitaji. Kwa hivyo support yao at least maze tunashukuru ilikuwa iko sawa.
The Interfaith Council will be chaired by the Most Reverend Archbishop Anthony Muheria.
Now, the council, which, unlike similar committees set up in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, will regulate its own procedures and is only answerable to President Uhuru Kenyatta, will be mandated to develop protocols.
After we have the Interfaith Council at the national level, we have the Interfaith Council at the county level, but also the sub-county committees on COVID were formed, which spoke to the people on the ground and gave, because at the Interfaith Council national level, we developed some guidelines which we took to the county level, and they were cascaded to the other levels.